My name is Chrystal. I've been with Richardson for 12 years now. I'm currently now the maintenance planner at Richardson Oilseed Yorkton, and it's a job I absolutely love and couldn't be happier to be here. I guess when I first started here, we kind of started at the beginning of the process. So then I was in the seed receiving, material handling area. After another couple of weeks, went over to the more operation side, like the crush, extraction, refinery, and then kind of into the different departments throughout the plant, like the lab, maintenance, warehouse, even a little bit with the power engineering. There was some hands-on work as well. I think there's more now than it was when I was in it, but shadowing with the operators, learning how the different processes work, kind of what their duties and responsibilities are. Yeah, and just when I had the opportunity to get out there and work, I did, because that's what I like to do. So. In certain ways, yes. Definitely from a safety standpoint, hands down, that was a huge benefit that I had come from a Richardson system. So you're accustomed to, safe works, procedures, and the culture itself. So that was very beneficial. But the process is very different, and just different operations. Like, in milling, you kind of have, a couple certain ones. And in here, it's just on a way bigger scale. Oh, I think it's huge. I think, yeah, if you have the opportunity to, you definitely should, because I think there's a lot of us that are very curious about how other divisions work. Even here at Oilseed, I'll get a lot of questions about milling, about what their operations are like or what their equipment's like, and whether it's Oilseed or the Pioneer locations. I think we're kind of all curious about what goes on where, so and just to compare and do just best practices as well. Like if something's working at one location in one area, let's get it out there and see if we can use it somewhere else. Initially, I was nervous, because I think that's a common theme when people are moving or relocating. I've been in the same place or same area at least for a number of years. Well, it's going to be a new city, new location. If you want to advance in your career, this is what you're going to have to do, or most likely going to have to do. So let's do it now, and couldn't have worked out any better, to be honest. I developed a lot of the skills felt I would be prepared for a supervisory position, just based on learning from them and, picking up on their practices and how they manage people, and that comes with the good and sometimes the unfortunate, or, in the tough situations. And I learned a lot that way. I kind of think to myself sometimes when I'm, stressed out, it's like, okay, how would my supervisor handle this? And it's like, okay, remember that, yeah. And then I go back and kind of, okay, that's what he would do. And I think that was probably the biggest thing, is just, I'm getting to the point now, I've taken kind of what I've learned from them, and I can kind of add my own way of doing things or different opinion or skill set. I think it's a perfect situation for anyone that's wanting more career growth, but leaving the company you're at is incredibly scary. You're learning a whole new system, a whole new culture. So this is, I think, a great opportunity to still know the core values of Richardson, but just you can apply them to a different location or a different aspect of your career. So I think there's a lot of people around Richardson that are probably in the same situation, that want more career growth, but maybe just it's not available to them at their location or where they are now. So I think, yeah, just getting out there and giving it a try and learning and going for it.